As it was in the beginning to be, good vibes till carnival truth begin.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. All praises due to the Almighty Creator. We give Him thanks for a new day. Some little technical difficulties. So those who are viewing on IWER TV should sort it out in a little bit. But yeah, the image isn't correct at the moment. You can still hear my voice and the voice of those who usually call on every morning to share their views on our current events in Trinidad and Tobago. So the option is there to still enjoy and also be edified, educated, be part of the conversation as well as to the events and current events of Trinidad and Tobago. 342008146653991. Headlines, the headlines is alcohol prices have been raised, right? An important one to some people in the country. Obviously, the raise in price of anything is could be challenging and would not be appreciated by the consumers thereof. So around the little rum shops and bars, etc., might have some colorful language when they hear the prices, and certainly when they read the prices this morning. I stay away from that, right? I'm not a consumer thereof, but I understand that people who consume would not be too pleased about it. I can't tell you how to budget, you know, but obviously it is not a necessity. And many of us responsible adults and parents would have also curtailed our spending. Is something maybe people would enjoy, but we prioritize things that are more important for sure. So that's one that is trending. I ain't even going into the specifics of the prices, but for those who want to, of course it is there. We saw a little picture with Saudi Arabia, an official, and the Prime Minister. A grant of $5 million US is appreciated. There are some larger economies around that offer assistance to other countries, and through our diplomatic relations, we are happy to receive. Just a couple days ago, we did receive some other substantial assistance from China. Of course, we had that substantial assistance as well from India. And it was such a beautiful sight to see children and adults being fitted with prosthetics. Real life-changing positives that we can all appreciate, right? I'm sure we all appreciate to see someone else in that position of, challenge, difficulty, being given that extra assistance that a prosthetic offers. So some positive developments in those areas, and I'm sure we'll see continual positive relations between ourselves and other administrations and their assistance, and also our working together. Trinidad and Tobago, at the height of our production of oil in particular, and of course gas later, we have assisted greatly throughout our region as well. We have sown those seeds of positivity when our Caribbean brothers have been in challenging situations, and even our South American brothers as well. We have assisted on numerous occasions. I wish we gave Guyana a load, and of course there was that reaffirming position that we want to all work in the best interest of the CARICOM region as well. It is not just about our own sovereign specific countries as well, but our faiths are intertwined, and what happens in our waters and what happens to our neighbors as well affects us. We are one region that has seen tremendous movement and interconnection. Our businesses, our lives, our people are all interconnected, and I'm sure we know that. So, a lot going on in the space regionally. Of course, there are statements around the strike on another boat, and well, obviously it's very difficult to confirm whether the two Trinbagonians were actually on the vessel, and then it's even more difficult to confirm if they were involved on that journey in some type of illicit activity as well. And this is the challenge with extrajudicial actions. You could call it what? You could call it strategic kinetic strike, whatever, what kind of fancy words you can call it. But when you really drill down to it, there can be no confirmation of the individuals who were on board of the vessel, because it is very hard now to even recover them, their remains. It is also very difficult to conclusively adjudicate what they were involved in, because the vessel and its contents, human and otherwise, have been destroyed. And those are some of the reasons why there's a lot of negative backlash, if you want to call it negative backlash, but there's a lot of criticism around the manner in which these strikes are taking place. Even myself and others have commented before, we would prefer, and it is in keeping with international law, that even if it is drug interdiction, that it is done in a manner that is consistent with the law and consistent with the ability to assess to whether what is done is correct or not. So, even on Capitol Hill, even in the United States, there's pushback against the legality of some of the actions. And obviously as well, for the family members of these two individuals who are, were very concerned, who are in mourning, because some of them, from the information that they have, believe that their family members have been killed. It is very, very concerning. I'm not going to go into the past actions of the individuals, whether they actually were doing whatever. I'm not even reaching to that place. And I also want to ask people to be responsible in what they put out, in particular our members of the police service. If you have official channels to disseminate information, especially information about the character of individuals, then that is the correct means by which that should be disseminated. Officers of the law should not be going onto the internet and making statements based on what they know or their personal experience, or information that they have personally seen, etc., or heard from their colleagues. We just need to be, especially for those people in positions of responsibility, we just need to be more cautious in the way that we do things, right? Because it is not correct. It's not correct of the job that you carry out. For the wider public as well, you know, you'll try to act as responsibly as possible. Yes, there is the ability for you to put out certain things into the public space, but do so with caution, right? Do so with caution, not to attract any difficulty to yourself, and also to be fair to the individuals and the family members of people who these accusations may be leveled against, right? So a lot going on in the regional space. I'm sure in that virtual meeting yesterday, some of these issues might have been discussed, and we'll continue to discuss those and others as we go into the next hour. So we take the break and we'll be right back.
For Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. For the program, God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Alloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
What are you doing? Big deal, big fun, KFC, so we big on the ground. The big nation, cause you don't know we were the crown. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Come to KFC, where we all have fun, and now we join together because KFC is life.
It's a big deal. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
The safest vet in Trinidad heads to the shores of Pigeon Point, Tobago. Army Vet Tobago. Sirens and Stallions.
Yes, sir.
The undisputed king of events for Tobago Carnival 2024 is back. Bigger, safer, and beachier. On Thursday, 23rd October, from 3 p.m., calling all Sirens and Stallions, march down to Pigeon Point Beach for the biggest lineup for the season. Lyrical.
Like you get. So tell me why you're rocking.
Nyla Blackman, Young Brother. IWER George, Nick Haltasia.
Everybody charge up. We going higher.
Orphanals, by King Ding Dong.
I wanna party.
Dev, J-Del, Waddix. 2025 Soca Champion Sucre, Tobago's very own Juby, and more. Big DJs, and hosted by the one and only Junior Lee. Beachfront early birds, $250. A Calgary all-inclusive VIP deck, $800. Get your physical tickets now. Available at all advertised ticket outlets. Army Fit, Tobago. Thursday, 23rd October. Powered by Awesome Sounds, Wiggins Effects, and Candyland Carnival.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
From 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launch from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. IWER George on Instagram. Share the live. IWER TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. Good morning again to Trinidad and Tobago, to all those who are tuned in all across the region and even those even further. Welcome to the Street, Voices on the Street 91.9 FM. So, turning a little bit more inward to our own developments here in Trinidad after the call. Good morning caller.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, morning, Granny. Morning.
How are you going?
I am good, man. What you just say? So half. How you doing?
Are they halfway?
All right. I'll use that. I'll use the I like that line. I'll use it sometimes.
And already to go by the bank academy.
You're
By the bank academy.
Sorry, what you said? You're ready to go to the bank?
But I had already to go by the bank academy. By the bank academy.
Oh, okay. Of course, right.
You know what it is? Do they create, you know?
Right. You have a loss in the family? What happened?
No, I could go anytime, honestly.
Oh.
Young people going.
You young and strong, man. God knows best when that time comes. Understood?
Boy, I called to talk this on the program.
Right.
Last night, I listened Professor Wall Street. I don't know if you know that program.
Yeah, I know it. I know him.
Okay, right. I will pull up that. And you will see the behavior of some of these people who they say they is UNC activists. Now, use activists. I the activist for everybody with my phone, and not from now with TC and Heavy, with Pitbull, all of them. The only thing is I couldn't come out to go to the pushback business. And in my district, everybody know my mouth. Now, if you is an activist, no, it have, as I say it have an activist here. He and his wife, all through Trinidad, they are rich. He was working in a chicken pen. He's still working in the chicken pen. And his wife, that's clean house. Right. No. If you is a UNC activist, you can't go and get it on every station. We want this, we want that, they give me this, they give me that. Everybody in Trinidad, in Bisha alone, that have so much UNC activists and they want nothing. To trade on that, to put up money, to take a car, to go all part. And they have to go in the cocoa and work for people for $200 a day. They were street captain and they don't want nothing. They only want to see the country go better. You was an activist, I see you shaking camera hand. Right. You cannot go on every station to bring down the UNC and camera. And only begging. All right. Now, one bacchanal take place on that station. I will pull it up to see the behavior of that person saying he is a UNC activist. And next one come on the station and start to talk. He start to cuss. And next one come on another station this week. The become one thing. All you wanted to send all your children out. You working, you know. You is an activist, but you working, you know. You are working on no camera, no UNC, you know. And I know your madam, she working also, you know. I know easy work, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to work. No. You have to work out
right. Here. Right. So you know when no, the become one thing, all you get grant to send all your children out of school, all you want to work. All you only ball in the become one thing, the whole action of that, and the one thing come this. Go down in Plum Road, people carry the children 8 years and 9 years in the land field. This fellow working in the chicken pen, he's still getting $4,000 a month. Why are you getting on like that? Why are you bringing down the UNC? Why are you want to bring down camera? Go and get a work and work. Look, I said one of them was talking. It had a man, up to 3 people cutting glass with waka. Go by him, you're going to make $200 for the day. And next one, go and clean the restaurant. We wanted to get rid of the PNN to see that the country go a little better. It is going a little better. Right? So why all the getting on like this, go and work? All the get money, all the get grant, all the gone, all the make the biggest scene to send all the children to school. All the children is orphan. Eh? That all you want government mind all the children is orphan. You have a responsibility as a man. Eh? And look, I had 2 girl children. They're doing 2 work, they're sleeping up 2 hours. I just sleep 11 and get up 3. Single parent. I was a single parent. I never come out to myself in public. I want to try plan something so I can get. So I don't know what's wrong with these people. When I ask these activists from Beach, where these people from, they say, that is how you're caring about yourself. Or they will come like to bring up a tractor, they one of them, I think last week when Kamala must bring up a tractor down the place, cut out the grass, build toilet. So all they want to be a man, to have wife and children, and all they say, I have children, for who to mind? But Dr. Rowley was right enough. He said it easy, and he said that they only want. Yeah, let them check up themselves now. One day, any work and work now. You think it was easy with me as a parent? I never let the family know how we had it. Yeah? When my mother was sick, son, I went in the cocoa land. Granny worked hard, you know. Hard, you know.
I believe that.
What?
I say I believe that.
Yeah, and you know who used to work with me? My Creole labor and my Spanish labor. I work real hard in the cocoa. And all the man, all the begging. And bring down the UNC and come back whole time. 6 months now. And the fella who work in the chicken farm. And the wife go and the maid work. She got to come on here, I tell them. He go and build a room, a family, a kitchen and a toilet and bath and all the in begging there. I come home and they son, let me tell you. I had a man killer. You know the man killer pig? He had the red and the green.
Right.
I pick up that. I had to go in the cocoa. I put it up to boil. Come out the cocoa land. My mother had things. She was sick with she had. She had things. My father was in hospital. I come. I put up that to boil. I go pick some blood pepper. I get 2 limes. I squeeze it and make some salt. And eat the man killer with that with a cup of Creole coffee. It was one of the best meals. How much it cost me?
Yeah.
What it cost me? Look, I have 2 girl children. I have my grandchildren and them. And I just call them whether they like me or not. And all my grandchildren working 12, 15 hours and they're doing science subjects. My grandson come last month. I tell you that we are not proud people. Yeah. And he come and he get 2 big trophies. And he never went to school. His mother teach him home. And he work online. And you know the school who he work online with? Not the Indian school. The 7 days Adventist school. They don't have no Indian day. He work online day.
Yeah.
And in lab, and now he going to school. And when he do O-levels, a child that couldn't diagnose in the Caribbean, my daughter, father-in-law, she a lot and she mortgaged it. And had to take him to the Great Osmond Street Hospital in England. Yeah, allergy and a low immune. He have a vaccine when he was little, he would have dead. And a child like that bring 2 big trophy and hug me up. Eh? You could study at any age. You think my children and my grandchildren don't want me work? I had 3 big surgeries. Look, they can't stop me. Yesterday I make coconut milk.
Yeah, I understand your point, Granny. I understand your point.
Right.
They have to pick up themselves and work as well. Yeah.
Pick up yourself and work, man. Look, I done already been boiling.
Yeah.
Look at my age. Look at myself. I done walk already.
Yeah.
But pick up yourself and work. I admire. Look at you. It is working.
Of course.
Right. And I know you don't and you don't know me. 5 can and dish is a family.
Yeah.
The family like the 3rd wife, cousin is your family. The humans is your family. I know if you don't know.
Yeah. Granny, you know real thing, and thank you very much for your wisdom.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you, son.
Yeah, have a good day. All I get Granny vexed this morning, man. But in many instances, she has a pointer. Let we shape up ourselves as well. Good morning, caller.
Salaam alaikum, Maka.
Yeah,
May peace and Allah blessings be upon you.
Wa alaikum salam, man. Peace and blessings on you as well.
And Granny, contribution always welcome because we need them elders to lead them point himself. You know, Baka? Yeah. And Baka, you mentioned about the alcohol. Alcohol itself, right, is a dangerous thing when people consume it. You know? Baka, it impair your judgment, it impair your vision, it impair your judgment to your family. I know see people, men getting paid and they rush by the bar and getting back the money and playing, showing off and playing one day king and spending all the money and then going home to their wife. And then beating up their wife and thing, boy. You have a case like this, boy. A bedroom, he going home. And when he went and drink now, boy, and he going home with $97. I will never forget this back. And his wife going in his pocket in the morning and going in the market with $97 and make a pot. And when he get up like he want to drink now, boy, the man kick down the pot and thing, you know, back on. The man have a fight here, you know.
Nah,
man. Disrespecting him.
Yeah, nah, man.
I feel that, you know, my own bedroom, you know, I stop talking to him for that, you know, back because I don't like alcohol, you know. And alcohol back cause disease in your body, you know, heart failure, kidney failure. It's not a good thing back. And if she trying to cope it in a way from the youths and them to, you know, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing back. But, you know,
the people who make money off of it, obviously market it in a way to try to catch you for you to get you. Some people feel they can't lime without drinking alcohol. But why you can't enjoy yourself, bust a joke, play some cards, enjoy and just drink some juice, water, whatever. It's all kind of nice thing to drink. But they put it into your mind is powerful programming and marketing as well.
To approve what you're saying there, right? At that time, I'm over by Uncle Sam in Maracas, and I want my bedroom saying, boy, look all are we drinking, I enjoy myself, but how are you enjoying yourself? I said, I enjoy myself without drinking. Yeah. I really enjoy myself. When you see all the falling down, talking to one another, and music on, and all not understanding what's going on, and all talking down to one another, and all not understanding nothing, all saying, yeah. It's the alcohol back. Imagine men talking with music on and having a conversation. I can't understand that. And forward.
I don't love.
The man say feeling sorry for me, you know.
Yeah.
And I watching them right drunk here,
but I properly enjoying myself too. I enjoying myself too. I just prefer to be in my right head.
And I'm more enjoying myself, you know, because my head on and I watching them and I getting kicks. I enjoy myself watching them, how they getting on by the drunken men falling down and, you know, I enjoy myself more than them. And he says he's feeling sorry for me. But back on the seriousness, right? I had a senator the head of the class. I listened back to your program, right? And I hear you mention this and I survey the channel right through the day and I hear nobody mention this. why I tell you congratulate go to the head of the class, right? I hear Joseph Goebbels praising Hitler the other day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When Trump was making his speech in the Israel Parliament, it was a disrespecting to the humanity of this nation of this world, you know.
Yeah.
It come like Fidel Castro at the end of the war with Hitler, right? Let me say Hitler he win the war, right? It come like Fidel Castro praising Hitler, you know. How we would have feel? How the America would have feel? And you come and rub that in your face when genocide was going, ethnic cleansing was going on. You praise and call Benjamin Netanyahu an exceptional leader and give him this praise. No forward.
Yeah.
Millions of we brother deep and them killing boy.
Yeah.
And we cannot stand for this. We cannot stand for this. I hear the man he's praising Heinrich Himmler and Joseph Goebbels, who they say that caused all this concentration camp burning and what they're saying. And forward, Ahmadinejad say the Holocaust is a myth. The highest speak about the Holocaust, right? It was a design by the Jews and them to achieve this what they're achieving now. And forward, there is not a ceasefire there, you know. The Israel army is still surrounding and killing people down there, you know. It's not a ceasefire. It's by the international community and brothers like you voicing their opinion against the war that they ceasefire. Because himself Argentina and 1-2 other country was coming out, and himself France. I don't believe in these countries, but as they get so opposed to the war that they ceasefire, and I don't believe that it's because of the people and them voicing the opinion of the world. They just go against world opinion and do what they are the ethnic cleansing. You see that what going on in Gaza because plenty of people from the day of the catastrophe when the excursion into Jerusalem, the people was voicing their opinion. It's because they run out of battery. If they fire them missile back, there is something with Israel. When Israel started attack them, they was run out of battery because Israel fire about 3,000 alarm missile in 24 hours, you know. And to make one of them battery was fire and them missile, I know people know it, you know. It take months, you know, to complete one of them missile, you know. It's sensitive chips these things and them have, you know, to read
Yeah.
But I would put at the head of the class because only you alone speak on this Holocaust in the parliament. I hear nobody else on the radio, and this supposed to be. I mean, so certain people could make their contribution, but at least acknowledge that we know the speech that he makes, the speech that he make in the parliament was that disrespectful to the humanity on the planetary earth, brother. Thank you to mention it, brother. Thanks, right? Bless.
Yeah, blessings. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I did, man. Not too bad. And you?
Thanks to you, man. I good. By the grace of God. Just one short point I want to make that I come to realize that the dragon gas issue, apparently, I think that I've been right from the beginning, in the sense that Mrs. Vicessa never acknowledged Mr. Maduro as the president of Venezuela. Right? She never accepted that. She will not accept that. This is why when asked the question, she says the question was not alright, but she will never commit to say he is because she does not accept that he is the true president of Venezuela. So what is going on right now? She, like America, is waiting for a regime change. And we can see that with the planes that are flying over Venezuela right now, where America is flying over 1 or 2 planes over Venezuela, showing their intentions to defend it. Right? And last night, 2 nights ago, on the CNN news, he is saying that he's going to send in the CIA inside of Venezuela. So the true intention is there that we are looking to get in. And I believe, Mr. Ford, that discussion was also discussed with our Prime Minister when she went to Turkey. So that this whole thing about the Jonathan Delta deal, she is not going to meet with anybody in Venezuela until in the back of her head, America gets in there and move the president of Venezuela. So all this talk, you know, what in the idea, yeah, we know the budget, come on the budget, that the gas deal are going very slow because they are not going to send any delegation in there until Mr. Maduro has been taken down by America.
Yeah, interesting. I myself have some thoughts on it, and I've been weighing up scenarios in my mind. And I understand your perspective, but I'm looking towards the trend in the way that Mr. Trump and others do business. And it may be that it's hardball, very, very hardball they're playing. It could be that they have made up their mind on regime change, but I'm sure they have plan A, B, C, D, and it may be that a lot of these actions that have been taken are to push Venezuela into a certain position. So I don't know if they are going to want to reach fully to the place where they get regime change, or they are aiming high and they probably would take a situation and a scenario where they benefit tremendously from their oil resources in a different manner. So I understand what you're saying as well. We in the region should be very, very mindful of what is going on. We should look on carefully because it will affect us greatly. So I hear what you're saying, brother. Blessings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And I don't think anybody in Trinidad and Tobago who has been following the issue as well would not be interested in the way that developments are taking place. Hey, morning, brother. Welcome.
Yes, man. Morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Let me say good morning to the international listeners on to the region. Wow, I hear Santi this morning, and she sounds very angry and disappointed in some activists. But
is you was going on bad? Who was going on bad?
Me, I don't listen to that program. I don't listen to that program, that PNN program. Trying to attack a UMC program. So I don't listen to that program. The host Vex, that PNN people didn't answer his call when and they was in power. So you go and look for that. Even Vex, that Penny wasn't answering the phone. Rowdy wasn't answering the phone. Kermie wasn't answering the phone. After he carried them in the house, he feed them. He carried them to ring some bell in Wall Street. And when they come in power, they never came back to ring a bell in the Whitehall or the Prime Minister resident. So he's vexed and angry because the minister didn't answer the phone. So I don't listen to a program like that with that agenda. You know, when I must say, Tanti old, but Tanti cold. Because for Tanti, I had to go on your phone and find an online program. Tanti up to date, my brother.
Yeah, she good for herself. Don't get to happen.
Yes. It's happy people 30, 40 guys ago, 15 years guys ago on our phone to find a program or find something on YouTube or find something online. And Tanti going online to listen to late night program. Tanti, that is good. That keep your mind functioning. That keep your heart running. You know what I mean? But don't get too emotional with these things on them. You know what I mean? Tanti, don't get too emotional because you're not old like me. If you was old like me, you can get so much emotional. You're young, and the youngness cannot take all of the emotional. So Tanti, I love to hear you. I know you is also a defender of me. You might get with me and all sometimes, but I know that you always call him and give me that strength. So take it light, Tanti. Take it light. You know what I mean? Or you're NC activist, or you do Tanti that now. Please now. Please. So my brother, this morning we could be a little on the edge because we are going in. We are going in to Venezuela. We are going in. And not Russia, not China could stop us.
Who is we? You have dual citizenship or? Who is we? You have dual citizenship or something or?
Well, I'm a part of the policy. I'm a part of what they're doing. I'm a part of destroy them violently. I'm a part of what Kamala Harris is. I'm a part of what Donald Trump is. I fully endorse it.
Careful, you know. Careful when things kick off, them when he will come for you, you know.
Me, they come for me.
Yeah, come for you.
My friend is the big boss, you know. Where he and Putin is going to meet in next 2 weeks again. And today he turned down President I'm from China. He said, President, China, I do not want to see you. Get your acting order because you see that minerals, what will you do there on America? Fix yourself. We need minerals, and you have to get it right because that's what make everything full and these kind of things and batteries and these kind of things. And some of them know, hey, I mean, what's the meet in a month time? I don't want to see it because my colony is number one in the world. Your colony is not number one again in the world. My colony is number one. I go all over the world and bringing in trillions of dollars from my country. Who is you? So
you boasting on extortion money, boy. Money with protection for people.
I want
for protection.
I want our prime minister this country, as you, if you want to say so, to do extortion on all these Caribbean countries who owe us money, on all these guys countries who come in here, all the people from Grenada, St. Vincent, come in here legally, pack them up and send them back in the country. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with all these Venezuelans, then pack up from Trinidad and Tobago and send them back, all them Nigerians and them who are living on taxpayers' money, send them back in the country. So if it's so, how you put it, I definitely agree with it, definitely so, how you put it. But the point is that, again, if we say we want a regime change, yes, we want a regime change. We are going in. We are going in. And big bad China. And you see, man, after them, I say we are going into Iran, you know. I say Israel is playing the track for Houthi to run. And Trump did know every single thing what Israel they do. And boom, a B-2 fly over 36 hours in the sky. They said nobody couldn't do it because the mountains there in Iran, it's very hard. But the USA, we've been training 22 years for this. We've been plotting 22 years. And Trump said, go ahead, get in. And today, we are going into Venezuela because we see that I want to see the story with Tanti and Grandpa saying that, look, grandchildren in a cent and nine jugs. I said, but wait, Kingsley. I said, Venezuelans come in here to buy our clothes, to buy our food, because over there are no clothes, over there are no food. Over 100,000 Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago buying our stuff to take back there. Where local Trinidadians going to Venezuela for? You have a business there? We're traveling on a boat to go to Venezuela. Go in the embassy in Venezuela, take a plane, go to Venezuela and come back to Trinidad and Tobago. You must see us. So we're doing on a Pigo boat where the Coast Guard and them ain't know you even because there's no record he leave in the Coast Guard in the system that he needs to go Venezuela for vacation. We don't even go Venezuela for. And the fact remains that the Prime Minister tell them, stay in, because what that strike take place there, and these two Chileans who die, they never die in Trinidad waters, you know. They never get killed in Trinidad. They get killed in international waters, you know. Wrong the Caribbean waters, they get killed, you know. Wrong the regional waters, you know. They never get killed in Trinidad waters. She warned them. And the first time I support the Punisher Commissioner, the Punisher Commissioner, I call him, tell him if they're going to look for fish, look for kingfish, don't want to look for that kind of fish. And so I said, well, wait now. Why somebody we leave a good country Trinidad and Tobago? Yes, we are with crime hunting, but we still better than Venezuela. Where there is prisons in Venezuela, there is a prison in Venezuela where the authorities cannot go in there. Them control the prison. Just walking in there. Girls walking in that prison there. I think in Trinidad and Tobago, any girls could walk in any prison and the youngsters could collect. Why the police are in this country running today and kill everybody and done because how the police attack in this country are they're vicious.
Kingsley, that doesn't exist in Venezuela. I don't know where you're talking about. Maybe some Central American country.
I will get for you. I will get the prison for you. Where journalists went where journalists went. There are no AI, you know.
As far as I'm aware, have no prison in Venezuela that the prisoners control the prison.
60 seconds. I will get for you, my brother. I will get for you. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me at all. If I'm not I will get for you. I will get for you. Answer say what's up.
What I doubt you. What happened to you? If you be careful with these people, they just take you, but they don't bring you back. Remember in Afghanistan, when America do what they do, and they're ready to leave, you see them fellas who was conspirators and friends and trying to hang on to the tire of the plane and all kind of thing while they're leaving them to the peril. Take care, you is not, because I don't think you have a blue passport.
It talks about something what I see too much.
Right now I see you holding on to a tire.
This is why Joe Biden was one of the worst presidents in the United States of America. Because how he pulled out the troops out there. You know something? Either the Baghdadi, right? Trump call him. Trump tell him this. Trump say, hey, under my for his don't kill American soldiers don't inside there, no. He said, Trump, what do you mean? Trump tell him, I put here from the tunnel, some tunnel, he don't hear tunnel. And Trump said, no, I put here. Trump said, watch me here. Look, I see here. Look, I see here. So, and they asking Trump, how you call the gangster from Afghanistan? Why you call the terrorists? Trump said, who you want to call? Who you want to talk to make deal? He's the killer. He's the bad boy. He control the youth in Afghanistan. He control the mafia game in Afghanistan. These people now who running Afghanistan now. Look, the terrorists from Syria. Trump put them on that table now. Meeting the leader of Russia because Trump said I want to raise the sanction of Syria. He said, and Trump meet him personal, and they shake hands and they talk the day that he first time some months ago he was wanted by America. He stepped in America some weeks ago to talk in the UN as a former Muslim terrorist. They call him. Now he's a good Muslim. He's a MAGA Muslim. He wants to make Syria great again. He wants to make Syria where we feel comfortable to go Syria and they have to go and sit down in a restaurant and study by a bomb could be on the ground there. Somebody could be a terrorist. They could blow up a store because they have an agenda. I could feel more safer to go, guys, to go Syria now. So we are
Kingsley, some of these same people who supposedly was fighting for whatever groups before, those groups no those groups were funded. Listen, those groups
they want Star Boys.
No, you gotta listen. Those groups were funded and under the orders of I ain't asking you. This how the thing does go. I mean you have to really have a depth of understanding of what's going on. So when you see them 1 minute, they supposedly involved in some terrorist group or whatever. Careful who is these real terrorists, and who they're working for. And then next thing, boy, who sponsor Israel and who's defend Israel? The one country has the most violations of the UN Charter in the face of existence over how much years? Who gave them bomb? Who defending them? Who and then laughing in the parliament about Bibi calling him for this bomb and that bomb and this bomb he say he didn't even know he had. I mean,
the world on Bibi.
But I mean, from where we sit comfortably, our children and our mothers and fathers and etc. not being killed, their houses, their resources not, they not being destroyed, things that take years to build, right? But for them who have suffered that type of destruction, it's not easy. It's not easy, and it's not just isolated to this one position as well. There have been countless people in the past who have been taken advantage of in this manner, wiped out, decimated. Even our history is such, and this has been the constant action of people who feel they are superior. So those theories of superiority that we think lightheartedly with MAGA and everybody else who have that ideology. Careful, boy, I tell you, you have to be real careful with it, because it is not for your benefit. It's for their benefit. And they don't consider you them. You might consider yourself them. So I'm just saying, just err with caution.
No, well, I say that I believe the world is running good. I believe that the leaders today, because something, we're talking about mass deportation in Trump or in immigration and kind of. The facts come out. CNN, the Democrat party who love the Democrat, come out, and all them, ABC, World ABC, and them who are against Trump, the CBC, all them who is Democrat and who are against Trump and who say Russia for over 8 years, and who try to jail Trump for the last 4 years and for the last one job by one day. Today they are praising Trump. The legacy media are praising Trump. The Democrat media houses, and we all know Fox alone stand with the Republican. Fox is Republican, but the many other American news channel and news thing they promote the Democrat. But you see these ABC, CBN, and these MTR, they're coming out and saying what Trump do. They Hillary Clinton, who is one of Trump's biggest rivals, come out and say Obama come out and try to take praises. They praise him. The Democrats media houses praise him for that. And the fact remains still that Obama sent back many Africans to Nigeria and Africa. And I dare to say what can you say this right there, and I had the fact set. He sent back more Africans and more people from the Caribbean.
Kingsley, I don't promote none of them, brother, right? All who are under the same order, I don't promote none.
You love opposition leader in England now, the black woman. You love she because she black. And ain't when they're using she as a puppet. She's a puppet in England. You love she because she black, because that is your. I said this, say some, but
you must listen right here. I have told you that all skin folk is not kinfolk.
I don't love she because she black.
Yeah.
They love Rowdy because he black too. And you know they can have blackness. Yes, I don't love she because she black. Like, she do something good and positive for England and for the world.
Correct.
Because she black people say England, she will never be the president. The prime minister England. It have this man who not even in power. Who not even here. I forget the damn party name. Who not even in power. And the survey is saying that he will take over after this prime minister. You know who running England now. So not because somebody black things like them, no. Not because you're black and you're leading some country where some way I will running around. No, show me your colors. When you show me the colors, I will tell you if I will support you. So I'm not supporting this woman from England because she's black. Many of them in this country who talk about blackness, that's saying black. I'm really into black. Your black is your own nightmare. Your black sometimes is your own problem. Your black sometimes is your own fault. And I know that, and I learn that. And that's why I say, if you show me love, if you walk in a color is, what race is, I show you back. My brother, I want to thank you as always for giving me that contribution, and we have a strong debate. Sometimes we might argue, but brothers and sisters are out there. Me and Baka is friends. We don't mean nothing. We have a different point of view, but we different belief or different what we support. Nothing wrong with that. We go feature other, each other. If I said back again, a water, and he told me what the things here, look at water. It's love all the way there.
All the way.
Here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good morning. Sorry about that to the other callers who trying to get in, right? Good morning.
Yeah, but morning to you and your listeners. Kingsley, I really had to vehemently disagree with you this morning. And the thing is, Kingsley, you have to be careful that when the cards are dealt, that you're not playing without Trump in your hand, you know. Because I really want to know what it is Donald Trump has to do again for you to be able to clearly identify the type of individual that he is.
Yeah.
Or is it that he is for individuals and people in politics, this cloud your vision that you're unable to see anything besides the direction that they're pointing you into? Right? Your approach is extremely dangerous, Kingsley, as it relates to how you're viewing these things, because it's like people who you support can do anything and will not get your criticism for the ill intent that they may have or that they might carry out. Because you can't tell me that the people get killed on international waters. So what you're saying is, once they determine or they say something and don't provide any evidence of the drugs that they say the people were transporting, that is the way that we do it. We just kill everything and done. So basically, I could just go around this country and want somebody in possession of drugs just take their life. I don't have to cry them before no court or nothing. I don't have to present the evidence that justifies my action. I could just go ahead and do that. Come on, man.
The understanding is very interesting, and then there's a comparison as well to others. But I don't really support anybody with the ideology that they are superior to others. I across the board, and I don't even celebrate, even if you are blackface in high place, don't impress me either. It's really actions for the benefit of humanity that I would support. So I hear what he's saying, but he's contradicting himself sometimes, or maybe what he sees from Trump somehow is something that is positive. It's interesting. Everybody has their opinion.
I hope that at some point his vision would clear up so you could actually see things for what they truly are. But what is most dangerous and troubling is that he is so overly convinced that what he is speaking is I don't want to say the truth, but boy.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
It really kind of it's higher thinking, but I'll have to on with that.
Yeah, man, blessings. Good morning and welcome.
Morning. Why are you with Kingsley? Kingsley is supporting his leader. And if you support the leader, you support Trump. Because there's two Trinbagonians that was blown up in the last vessel. And somewhere, I think, they asked Sturge, and he disappeared and ran and hide. And the present Prime Minister says she has a CARICOM meeting, and then she has Parliament. But then I heard somewhere last night, she sent a message to TV6 stating that the statement she made, kill them dead, still stands. So I'm asking, is the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, since they are supposed to be, since your argument and the gentleman just now argument is for justice, that means if you say they are narco traffickers, apprehend them on seas and bring them to justice. That's what you all are asking for. Or you all continue to see the citizens of the CARICOM being destroyed by Americans who come here to tell you they come to stop drugs, But the actual intention is regime change in Venezuela. Once you agree, because Kingsley agreed to that, and the present Prime Minister agreed to that, which you all agreed to. So where are we heading? Who you all are trying to convince and fool? Because if you support her, then you support her views. Because I'm not here.
Nobody ain't trying to fool anybody. There are people with different perspectives here.
Trinidad. Well, if there are different perspectives.
Yeah, so nobody ain't trying to fool. Don't come and say no. Who trying to fool, right? Don't go down that line. Make your point, but don't go.
But there's a point I was making. I didn't throw anything in your garden.
Yeah, but don't go down that line. Don't go down that.
Why shouldn't I go down that line? That's the facts. It is the facts.
Yeah. Have a good morning. Right. So there are different perspectives that exist. If I support someone, it does not mean that I have to support everything that they do or that their perspectives that they hold. So ease us up with that. Right? And it is more than fair that if an individual has a perspective, they are able to express that perspective and still support someone else as a leader if they have an alternative perspective. For a matter of fact, on the balance of issues, in terms of the policies that exist with our current Prime Minister, you would find that people support the majority of her perspectives. However, there may be issues that even supporters of her will not agree with. And that is the nature of life. But don't come and try to say who tried to fool who. Sorry, Mr. West, you've been trying to come in. Good morning.
That is what yesterday I spoke about groupthink. And I spoke about people, the question about people having their own ideas and whatnot. And listen, not because they follow blindly. People, one view, one approach, and that is how you go along. So if the masters, those who consider themselves the controller of opinion and thinking in this country, you have to follow that. That is not how it operates, and it was never intended that people have to follow the view of one set of people. You have your ideology, you have your beliefs, and other people, you have to respect other people's beliefs. So you going down the road, who want to believe what they want to believe, they believe. I may not agree with it, but you have to respect that. And that is the problem with this country. Everybody just fall in line, and they expect you to fall in line, not me, right? And that nonsense have to be rid of. And what all I want to say is that with respect to Trump is on the rampage. We all know that, and we have to look. People can't be myopic. You have to look at life throughout the world in Trinidad or CARICOM, whatnot. After Trump has vacated office, what is likely to happen? So he has about 3 more years to go there, and as we talk about, you have to be able to navigate around him in order to get to serve your interest.
Yeah. You have to manage.
You have to use tact. You have to use skill in order to maneuver, and everybody is doing that. Europe is doing that. England is doing that. When they leave to go and talk with him, despite the tariffs that he imposed, they're looking for the best deal for the country. And that is how you have to operate until such time. But you can't believe, like the earlier caller who took about 15 minutes, that you can't be myopic. Trump won't be there forever. Yes, you have those people who are likely to succeed him. They follow the same MAGA ideology and beliefs, and hope, and maybe they may succeed and they carry on with Ruby and those people and them. But the fact remains is that, and again I must say, the Democrats seem to be struggling in terms of probably, becoming the next government. But the fact remains is that you have to look at life after Trump. Yes, Trump is on the rampage. Yes, everybody is trying to manipulate or maneuver around him in order to get what they want.
To survive, for your country to be able to survive.
What is in the interest of their country and their people? You go out there and talk about Maduro, and I support him, Maduro, and he started to talk about 15% tariff. You could live in that in Trinidad,
yeah?
Sanctions, you could live with that?
Yeah.
But you have to play along that. You can't go, and you see how Motley and Holness and them fellas put their tail between their legs? And that's what they say again, they're backing back. And I mentioned that very early. They're smarter than you people in this country,
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't want to take too long of your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that is all. So do not try to push anyone into a position where it is this way or the next. There has to be a careful line that we walk. Go ahead. What happening, brother?
Blessed morning, for I want to say congratulations to Andy Williams for the board appointment. He puts in the work and he work hard. I was listening to a dialogue with you with Granny there. They were playing Lavanti and East West Corridor. That was in that state because them don't want nothing. People want hands up, people want opportunities and betterment. She was listening to our program and she had certain activists talking out and speaking out. If you ain't speak out, you don't get fed in a hungry mouth, don't get fed in a
closed mouth, don't get filled.
I'm telling you. So, Granny, I know you don't want nothing. You collect a pension and if you don't want nothing, carry it back. Collect government pension. So I go on. Bless.
All right, KFC. And I understand that point as well. Closed mouth does not get fed. And there are many people who don't really want handouts alone. Some people are stuck into that trained mentality, and we have to help people to come out to be more productive. But there are many people who want opportunities. A lot of places that I go, people don't ask me for something to give them. They want a job. There are people, young people, even older people as well. There will be quite a number of other people as well who are not employed at the moment because the means of their employment previously has been removed, but they want to be employed and they will manage that employment in the best way possible. And therefore, we do look forward to the Prime Minister explaining how we are going to utilize this $700 and something million for the alleviation of unemployment and the increase in sustainable jobs for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And I understand that there are activists who feel the only way that they will be paid attention to is if they make noise. And I also want to advocate for those people who are involved in the political process and who are the gateholders to opportunity to reach out to those people who worked and supported as well. Don't leave people behind. As best as possible, communicate at least so that maybe something is not possible immediately, but at least communicate so that they can understand when an opportunity may be presented so they can work to take care of their lives. And I'm saying also to activists, to individuals, keep searching, keep looking for opportunities any way that they can be found. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket and do not depend solely on one person or one entity. Right? Pray. Put your trust in your Creator as well. And by God's grace and by your continual effort, make that effort. Something will give and an opportunity will present itself so that you can take care of yourselves. And some people also have families as well. Right? So interesting discussion this morning as well. I'm sure some of these international issues will come up again. We are living it. We are living it. So we are going to see the consequences of our decisions tomorrow. And therefore we have to be very mindful. And as I've said before, it's easy for me to make and take a position. I can do that. We could speak about wrong and right clearly and unequivocally at times. But for our leaders who have to maneuver the international politics and maneuver the greater, bigger powers, they have to do so with skill and with tact. And let us understand that as we seek to make a better situation for all of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. All right? Have a wonderful Friday. and an enjoyable, safe weekend. Blessings to everyone.
Voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
What are you doing? Big D, big fun, KFC, so we big on the ground. The big nation, cause you don't know we were the crown. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Come to KFC, let we all have fun, and let we join together because KFC is life.
It's a big D. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Join us